What if I told you there's a machine that can harvest 50 tons an hour by itself? Or a robot that feeds 300 cows a day with no farmer touching a thing? This is not your grandpa's tractor show. Hey there, folks, welcome to FarmGear Innovators, where horsepower meets high-tech, and farming goes full throttle. If you've ever looked at a 40-ton combine and thought, whoa, that thing could harvest a small country, you're in the right place. Here, we spotlight the biggest, baddest, and smartest machines that are transforming how America and the world farms. From GPS-driven seeders that plant with laser precision, to monster harvesters that chew through fields like butter. FarmGear Innovators brings you closer to the future of agriculture today. But it's not just about power, it's about innovation, about how these machines cut labor, save fuel, and boost productivity like never before. Whether you're a farm pro, tech junkie, or just here for jaw-dropping machines in action, we've got something for you. So buckle up and hit that subscribe button, because every week, we're diving deep into the machines that grow your food, fuel your engines, and feed the world. This isn't your grandpa's tractor show. This is FarmGear Innovators, where the future plows forward. Let's roll into the field and fire up the gear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rewind the clock and take a ride through time. Picture this just over 100 years ago. Farming was all about grit, sweat, and horsepower. And I'm not talking John Deere horsepower. I mean real horses pulling wooden plows through endless rows of dirt. Farming was backbreaking, unpredictable, and painfully slow. Fast forward to today, and we've entered a mechanized revolution that's transformed agriculture from manual labor to machine precision. It all started with steam-powered tractors, then diesel engines, and now we're talking AI-assisted, GPS-guided mega machines that can work day and night with jaw-dropping efficiency. Take the Fiat 11090, for example, an iconic machine from the 1980s. With a 6-cylinder diesel engine pushing 110 horsepower and a rugged 4-wheel drive system. It was a game changer for its time. Suddenly, one farmer could do the work of 10 men in half the time. That machine marked a turning point. Power met reliability, and farms got bigger, faster, and more productive. And here's the lesson: technology doesn't just replace labor, it multiplies impact. Each upgrade in machinery has given farmers more time, more yield, and more control over their land. But the real leap, it's not just about going from horses to horsepower, it's about precision. And coming up next, we're diving into the high-tech world of smart fertilizer systems, where machines don't just work hard, they work smart. Stay tuned. All right, folks, now that we've seen how raw power revolutionized farming, let's talk precision. Because in modern agriculture, it's not just about how fast you can work, it's about how smart you can be with every drop of fertilizer you spread. Enter the world of smart spreading machines like the AgriSprit. Leading the charge. This isn't your granddad's broadcast spreader tossing fertilizer like confetti. Nope. AgriSprit uses electronic flow controls, GPS mapping, and even soil sensors to deliver fertilizer exactly where it's needed, and nowhere else. Here's a real-world example. Imagine a 500-acre cornfield where some areas are rich in nitrogen and others are completely depleted. Traditional methods dump fertilizer evenly across the field, wasting thousands of dollars on areas that don't need it. But with smart tech machines like AgriSprit, adjust flow rate on the fly, giving every square foot just the right amount. And the BioLin sprayer. That's another level. Think of it as the gentle rain approach. Instead of hammering crops with high-pressure spray, it uses a fine mist system to coat plants, evenly protecting leaves, reducing chemical waste, and saving up to 40% in water and pesticide costs. Lesson here: precision pays. Farmers save money, crops grow stronger, and the environment takes less of a hit. It's a win-win-win. But what good is smart spreading if your soil can't breathe? Coming up next, we're breaking into the machines that literally rip through the ground to prepare the perfect seedbed. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. All right, gearheads, let's get dirty. Literally. Because before you plant a single seed or spread a drop of fertilizer, you've got to do one thing right: break the ground. And when it comes to modern tillage, today's machines don't just plow, they engineer the soil. Let's start with the versatile 610DT, a beast packing up to 610 horsepower. Rolling on delta tracks that grip even the stickiest clay fields like a bulldog on a stake, this thing doesn't just slice, it dominates. Paired with the Kavernland PW12 plow, which features 12 adjustable shares and a working width that stretches from 8 to 18 inches. It turns solid earth into seed-ready gold. Or check out the John Deere 62CR pulling the Kuhn HR 6004 cultivator. It's not just plowing, it's mixing in fertilizer, loosening compacted layers, and prepping for optimal root development all in one pass. That's time saved, fuel saved, and a better crop from the get-go. Lesson time. Overworking the soil can backfire, causing erosion, nutrient loss, or compaction. The right machine with smart settings, it's the difference between healthy soil and wasted effort. And just when you think plowing has peaked, along comes innovation like the parallel plow by Hans von der Heide. This genius design keeps the shares working perfectly level with the ground, reducing drag, saving fuel, and protecting the soil structure. Talk about next level. So now your soil is loose, rich, and ready. But what comes next is even more critical: precision planting. Because if your seeds don't go in right, your harvest won't come out right. Stay with us, we're just getting warmed up. All right, folks, the soil's prepped and primed. Now it's time to put seeds in the ground with surgical accuracy. Because in today's farming world, precision planting is the name of the game. It's not just about dumping seeds and hoping for the best. It's about strategic placement that maximizes every inch of your field. Let's kick it off with the Solitaire 9, a high-tech seeder that's redefining row crop planting, with adjustable depth from 0.75 to 3 inches. This machine ensures your seeds aren't just planted, they're positioned for success. Too shallow, they dry out. Too deep, they struggle to break through, but Solitaire gets it just right, every single time. And check this on a sugarcane farm. The Geo Farms planter is a total game changer. It cuts stalks into uniform 8 to 12-inch segments, then lays them down in perfectly spaced furrows. This doesn't just boost yield, it reduces waste, ensures even growth, and simplifies irrigation down the line. Here's the takeaway. Precision planting saves seed, boosts emergence rates, and sets the stage for a healthy crop. Guesswork. That's ancient history. We're even seeing smart systems that adjust seed density on the fly using real-time soil maps. Imagine one machine planting lighter in dry zones, heavier in fertile spots, all without stopping. That's machine intelligence on a whole new level. But hold up, it's not just about planting right. What about harvesting right? Next up, we're diving into the monsters of the field, giant machines that bring in the crop with speed, power, and almost zero waste. You've seen power. Now get ready for performance. Let's roll. All right, buckle up because we're about to meet the royalty of the modern farm. These are the Harvest Kings machines, so powerful, so efficient. They don't just collect crops, they conquer entire fields in record time. These bad boys aren't just big, they're smart, fast, and brutally effective. First on the throne, the John Deere X9 Combine. This monster rocks up to 46 feet of header width, covering massive acreage with a precision cutting and separating system. We're talking wheat fields in France harvested in hours, not days. The tech inside maximizes grain retention and minimizes loss like a seasoned farmer on autopilot. Next, we've got the CR11 from New Holland, a grain harvesting juggernaut, with an adjustable header width up to 30 feet and a twin rotor system. It's all about high-speed harvesting with almost zero kernel loss. Plus, it chews through corn, soybeans, or wheat without flinching. Third up is the Diana S97. Don't let the smooth design fool you. This corn combine packs an 8.4-liter, twin-turbo, 375 HP engine and a massive 390-bushel grain tank. Translation, fewer unloads, more time in the field, bigger profits. For root crops, meet the Verfa Q616 beet harvester, pulling up 40-50 tons of beets per hour. This Dutch design machine is a dirt-digging beast. Its advanced conveyor and cleaning system ensure your beets go from soil to trailer, clean and quick. And finally, the RUP Keeler 2 KK22 potato harvester. This German-engineered marvel uses a series of sieves, belts, and lift systems to gently extract and clean potatoes even on rough, uneven beds. No bruising, no losses, just a bin full of perfect spuds. Here's the big lesson. When your harvest window is tight and weather's unpredictable, these machines give you control. They don't just harvest faster, they harvest better. And speaking of smart, what if we told you robots are taking over next? No joke, up next, we're talking farming robots and automation that are reshaping labor, saving time, and changing how the job gets done. Stick around, you're not going to believe what they can do. All right, folks, get ready to step into the future, because this next wave of innovation, it's not just horsepower, it's smart power. We're talking robot farmers' machines that don't need lunch breaks, don't call in sick, and can work through the night with laser focus. Let's start with the Agile's AFH watermelon harvester. This thing is straight out of a sci-fi movie. Using optical sensors, it scans every melon in the field, checks for ripeness and size, and only picks the ones that meet the grade. No more guessing. No more waste, just perfect produce, hour after hour. And if you've got livestock, say hello to the Kun fully automated feeding robot. This machine mixes feed, delivers it across barns, and adjusts portions based on real-time consumption. All of this with no human interaction. That's feed management turned into a push-button process. Oh, and poultry farmers, don't feel left out. The Tier System chicken catcher uses hydraulics and conveyors to gently load broilers into transport crates with minimal stress. Not only does it speed up loading, it's safer for both birds and workers. Here's the truth bomb. Robots aren't here to replace farmers, they're here to amplify them. These machines handle repetitive, exhausting tasks so you can focus on what matters: strategy, planning, and growth. But here's the kicker: automation isn't the only efficiency boost out there. Next up, we're diving into transport and logistics, because once you've grown it and harvested it, you still got to move it. And trust me, the machines doing that are just as wild. Let's hit the road. All right, crew, so you've prepped the soil, planted the seeds, harvested like a pro. Now what you've got: literal tons of crops or feed to move, and time's ticking. That's where next-gen transport machines step in, saving time, saving fuel, and making every trip count. Let's start with the Wilson Monster, an absolute unit when it comes to bale hauling. This beast carries up to 12 massive round bales in a single load, thanks to its heavy-duty steel frame and wide platform system that keeps things stable even on rough terrain. One driver, one trip, and bam, you're hay's in the barn. Next up, the Kenton Cotton Cartage System, a brilliant innovation from Australia that's making waves worldwide. Using a patented conversion setup, it transforms standard lowboy trailers into high-capacity cotton haulers, moving up to 9 cotton modules in one go. That's a 50% increase over traditional setups. Fewer trips, lower fuel costs, bigger profits. And for those working the edges, literally the BOS ditch cutter is a lifesaver. Mounted to a New Holland tractor, its hydraulic arm reaches out to mow ditches, canal banks, and field edges with surgical precision. It's not just neat, it's safe too, keeping your equipment out of unstable zones. Here's the lesson. Efficient transport isn't just a convenience, it's a competitive edge. Every trip you eliminate, every gallon of fuel you save, that's real money staying on the farm. But speaking of protecting what you've worked so hard to grow, how do you make sure your feed, forage, and grains stay fresh after they're moved? Coming up next, the machines that preserve your harvest and turn it into lasting value. Let's dive into storage, silage, and smart feed systems. You don't want to miss this. All right, folks, so the crops are planted, harvested, and hauled in, but the job's not over yet, because here's the cold. Hard truth: what you harvest isn't what you profit from. What you preserve is. And that's why the next generation of ag tech is all about protection. Let's talk silage, because when you're storing feed for the winter, you've got to keep it airtight and nutrient-packed. Enter the Doofstorf silage roller from Germany. This heavy-duty compactor uses massive, wavy rollers to press down grass and corn, eliminating oxygen pockets and locking in freshness. The result: fermentation done right, spoilage kept to a minimum, and livestock that stays healthier all season long. Now, if you're feeding cattle in bulk, meet the Kuhn 16.2 DS feed wagon, paired with a New Holland T5090 tractor. This dynamic duo ensures consistent, even feed distribution across the barnyard. No clumping, no wasted product, just efficient nutrition delivered like clockwork. And let's not forget the Kuhn automatic feeding robot. This machine mixes, delivers, and monitors feed entirely on its own. For large operations, that's a game changer. Fewer workers, no missed feedings, better performance from your herd. Small lesson, big impact. A great harvest can still be ruined by poor post-harvest care. But with the right machines, you protect your investment and the quality of every single bite your animals take. Now that we've covered storage and protection, let's ask the big question: can farming be powerful and eco-friendly? Up next, we're diving into the world of green tech in agriculture, hybrid engines, precision systems, and how the next big trend is sustainability. Let's go green. All right, team, let's talk sustainability. Because let's face it, modern farming burns a lot of fuel, chews through chemicals, and takes a toll on the land. But here's the good news: eco-farming tech is catching up fast. And it's not just helping the planet, it's helping your bottom line too. Take the Firefly in 220, a hybrid diesel-electric mower that's turning heads. With a massive 22-foot cutting width and a top speed of 10 mph. This beast doesn't need a PTO to perform. Instead, it uses adaptive speed control to deliver the perfect cut while burning less fuel. That's power with a conscience. Or look at the AgriSprit and BioLin sprayers, delivering pinpoint fertilizer and chemical applications that reduce runoff, save water, and keep your soil healthier season after season. We're talking up to 40% savings in resources while protecting plant health like a pro. And what about energy management machines like the Axalt Pro Cable Layer? Are prepping solar farms with surgical precision, helping integrate renewable energy directly into agricultural infrastructure. That's the future right there: solar panels on barns, fields generating food and power. Here's the truth: going green doesn't mean going soft. It means being smart. Lower fuel costs, less waste, and long-term soil health. That's a win for any farm, big or small. And now, after everything we've seen, from horsepower to high-tech, harvesters to hybrids, it's time to tie it all together. Up next, one final look at where farming's headed next and why the future is already here. Let's bring it home. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, from precision planters and monster harvesters to AI robots and eco-friendly powerhouses. One thing's crystal clear: the future of farming isn't coming. It's already here. Modern agriculture isn't about choosing between old school grit and new school tech. It's about combining both. Take a 530 horsepower Class Scion tractor pulling a GPS-guided Morris Quantum seeder across 500 acres. That's power plus precision, muscle, peed memory, and that combo, it's rewriting the rules of what's possible on a farm. we're seeing farmers use real-time data, robotic automation, and renewable energy to drive decisions. Machines are planting deeper, feeding smarter, and harvesting cleaner faster than ever before. And it's not just the big guys benefiting with smarter, more efficient machines. Even small and mid-sized farms are leveling up. Here's the big takeaway if you're in agriculture today. You're not just feeding a community, you're running a high-tech operation with the tools of tomorrow. And the ones who embrace that, they're gonna lead the charge into a more productive, more sustainable, more innovative future. So whether you're tuning in from a 1,000-acre farm in Kansas or a family field in North Carolina, this revolution is yours to join. And hey, if you loved what you saw today, smash that like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below what machine blew your mind the most. This is FarmGear Innovators, where farming meets the future. Catch you in the next one. And there you have it. Folks, from muscle-bound mega tractors to smart robots that feed livestock and harvest crops with laser precision, we've just scratched the surface of what modern farming is truly capable of. At FarmGear Innovators, we're not just showcasing machines, we're showing you the future of agriculture, unfolding right before your eyes. Every week, we dive deep into the gear, tech, and tools that are powering the next generation of farmers. Whether you're working the land, dreaming of big machinery, or just fascinated by how food gets from field to fork, this is the channel built for you. So don't just watch, join the movement. Hit that subscribe button, give us a big old thumbs up, and ring that bell so you never miss a video that could change the way you think about farming. Drop a comment below and tell us which machine blew your mind the most. This is FarmGear Innovators, where machines meet muscle. And tomorrow's tech hits the dirt today. Stay sharp, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next ride across the field. Let's gear up and grow smarter together.